Alright, so this is Inktober 5, and out of all of my pictures, this is the one picture I was most excited for, and I'm like super giddy right now because I'm super proud of how it came out, and I'm super happy. And it is a redraw of a Inktober on the same day of 2016. When I was doing Inktober 2016, I had this concept of a witch on break, and she's like saying I'm on break because she's like looking at her fellow crow raven companion, and for like I wanted it to kind of tell a story like the crow or raven's coming up to her saying, oh, I got a job for you, or I am the job, or like turn me back into a human. I don't know, it could be anything you wanted to think of. But I wanted her to be like drinking some tea or coffee, and I'm like, I'm on break. Come on, let me enjoy my hot tea or my coffee. And I actually drew and colored jeans well in this video. But yeah, this took a little bit. I had to pause it because I had to recharge a lot of my my camera, and I had to recharge both batteries, and I had to recharge them. So, and like as they're charging, I'm like, come on, I really am inspired to you know, do this picture. And right here, I actually took in time and effort to know my plan. I swatched some colors to know what I wanted, and then I started with the hair. And when I was doing the hair, I did something that I used to do when I was younger because I was lazy. I love how the irony of that is like, oh, I'm going to really take my time and do this, but I'm like, oh, let's just scribble this in because I want to be quicker. But no, it was putting the layer down, and I'm sure other artists use it, and then they go over that with the darker tones. So in this case, I went light to dark instead of dark to light for the hair, and the hair came out so nice, and I don't know why I want to say creamy, but it came out nice and creamy. No, shiny, and it looked really nice. I really took a lot of care and effort into this picture. Not just because it is a redraw of a picture I did back in October of 2016, but because this is one of my favorite pictures like of all time as being an artist, and this picture has always stuck with me, and like I want to redraw this picture every year to see my process of how my witch on break has evolved. And she came out really cute, and I love it. I want like a little story arc for her. Like I want her to be an OC. Like she's so adorable. But yeah, back to what we were talking about. I have very little criticisms for this picture. Like okay, if there's one criticism, and you'll see later, is the fact that I am coloring my raven and crow, and it's just the color of it. I used brown, and I wanted to use black, but I didn't want it to like disappear into her hat. And so, but yeah, came out really nice. And then I noticed when I was recording that because of my stupid angle of my camera, like it's too low. My camera is way too low, and I wanted to scoot up my sketchbook, but I didn't think about it because I was really engulfed in my picture. And then I kept getting even more inspired, and I'm just like, well, here I'm just going to make some details, and I'm going to, this is actually, I saw another artist use the same design because it's pretty simple and pretty easy, so I just went with it, but I wanted to, you know, make the character pop a little bit more. So I did some details, and yeah, she's coming out really well, and like at this point I was just like really taking my time and having fun with it, and it came out really good. I really love it. I love this. Ugh. This is my favorite one so far. There is another one that will be a redraw from the same time as last year. It'll be week 1, day 7 of Inktober, and it's another witch that I want to redraw to see my progression in that. And I'm really excited to color that one as well because I just loved these pictures 2 years ago, and now that I'm redrawing them, they're coming out really nice, and I love them, and I just want to draw these characters all the time. They probably are the same exact character because of the kind of hairstyle I gave them. And they both have owl friends, owl companions. And see, right here, this is what I was talking about when I was doing the crow. It just disappeared. So I went ahead and got my white liner, which was working today, thank goodness. And I kind of just outlined the raven or crow, or whatever bird you can imagine, that's it. To make him kind of come off the page a little bit so it doesn't look like he's disappearing into the hat. But then I realized he kind of looks 3D, and I was like, well, should I have done that with the whole picture? But I did not have the ink nor the time at the time to color in the back black, and I liked how it looked and came out. I'm kind of glad I didn't do the black background. But yeah, that's Inktober 5, and it came out so well. Bye guys, have a good day.